You guys, I tried to warn y'all, and honestly, I was right, and I did not think that it was going to happen as fast as it did. We might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Always remember, you guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, tell somebody you love them today, like I love you guys, and always remember, no matter what you guys are going through, at the end of the day's going to end. Let's go ahead, let's get into this video.
Yeah, he got kicks. Ball like swish. I don't miss. Don't do bricks. He got kicks. The kid is sick. Team with Rob, cause he got hits. He got kicks.
What is up, YouTube? I'm He Got Kicks. Welcome to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell that we get all the notifications every time I drop one of these bangers for you guys. Hit the like button, hit the share button, do all those great things for me. Follow me on Instagram at therealhegotkickz, and of course the hat page Perfectbrimz, and TikTok He Got Kicks 95. Shout out to today's commenters, man. Appreciate you guys engaging with the content, being positive with the content, and of course making this a safe place for sneakerheads to come talk and just chill. But today's video, you guys, what we are talking about is something that Nike said that they were going to do last year and, going into this fiscal year. And I thought that we wouldn't see it until like later on in the year, like after the Christmas release and everything was done. And that's whenever everything was going to begin, because really the fiscal year doesn't end till the end of January. So I thought that they were just saying they were going to do it next year, aka this year, but I thought they were just going to wait till the end of the year because there's so much coming out. But I'm going to be honest, I did some research and I started kind of noticing what we got at the beginning of the year compared to what we've gotten recently. And of course, Nike said last year that they were going to start kind of pulling back a little bit, pulling back the stock and making it to where, they didn't drop as many and everything. And I was like, that, smart, because everything's sitting for them now. It's actually pretty smart for them and everything. And I was like, why don't they? Everything's sitting, they're kind of, losing money. Like, the money is sitting there. So I started kind of looking back at, what we have. I went all the way back to like the Craft Ivory 3s, Reimagined 4s, stuff like that. And I just wanted to kind of see, exactly where the trend started. And, the Craft Ivory 3s, if you look at it, there was over 404,000 pairs of them dropped on the SNEAKERS app. And that's a lot of pairs. Like, that's a whole lot of pairs. And I mean, it sold well. But then, of course, the Reimagined Bread had 230,000 pairs. The SNEAKERS app, which of course is less, definitely thought there would have been more of those than the Craft Ivory. But it is what it is. That's February 3rd. Looking at that, and then of course, just 2 weeks later, it was the Reimagined Breads have the 230. Well, then you look at the black white Jordan 1s. There was 406,000 pairs of them. And that's a ton of pairs, a shoe that's still sitting today in some places. Absolutely insane. The Shadow 1 lows, whenever they had that shock drop and everything, there was 224,000 pairs loaded on there. The Green Glow ones is 207,000, and then of course the Gym Reds, or the Team Reds, there was only 37,000 released that day, but of course there's plenty more. And now we all know the debacle with the Military Blue 4 stock numbers and stuff like that. How there was so many pairs and everything, and it's supposed to be like 1.7 million. Well, at one point in time on the SNEAKERS app, there was almost 1.3 million actually on the SNEAKERS app. So that, that's a whole lot of pairs, and I mean a ton of pairs, until they all got allocated out, sent to where they were going, Foot Locker, Champs, aka retail stores, stuff like that. Then release day came, a little over 100,000 pairs on the SNEAKERS app, stuff like that, but not a crap ton, not like what we especially thought it was going to be. Now that again everything kind of gets dispersed out, from the warehouse to where it's going and stuff like that, because they have to keep the SKUs and everything normal. But if you have noticed here lately, we're going to talk about the wet cement 4s. That's where we're going to talk next. And of course, the black metallic gold 1s, even though those are, well under retail, they still had a very, very limited run, which I have to admit, surprised me. Definitely surprised me. Now, of course, with the wet cements, there was 78,000 pairs. So this is where I feel that trend really started, that Nike, of course, I thought they were going to wait, but they started actually doing it now. And of course, there's over 78,000 pairs of the wet cements. And then you go to, of course, the Olympic 6. The Olympic 6, I thought, you know, there would be a ton of those, and, you know, there was not. There was 67,000 pairs of those. So that's another one. And then you go to, of course, you know, the black metallic gold ones. The black metallic gold ones, whenever those dropped, there was literally only 17,000 pairs on the SNEAKERS app. Right here, again, shocked me. I thought that one was going to be absolutely insanely produced like all the other Jordan ones that we had gotten previously, but only 17,000 dropped on the SNEAKERS app. Well, then of course you have the sneaker that everybody's talking about and just came out. You have, of course, the Imam Year 3s, and you know, there was just a little over 34,000 pairs dropped on exclusive access, and then another 10,000 pairs dropped on release date. But the sneaker that shocked me the most of how many pairs there were dropped on the SNEAKERS app was the White Thunder Air Jordan 4. There was only just under 75,000 pairs. Only 75,000 pairs. Like, that is absolutely insane. Now, does that mean, you know, there might be one shoe here or there that they kind of mass produce down the road? No, that does not mean that, you know, that could not be it. Now, I really hope that sneaker is, you know, the Black Cement 3 for everybody. I hope that they mass produce that one and make millions and millions of pairs, because of course you guys know the Christmas 11 always is going to have a million pairs just out there. So that sneaker right there, you know what that's going to be. But the rest of them, it seems like they have already started kind of cutting back some, and honestly, that sucks. I was really hoping that, yeah, they were just going to wait till, you know, later on in the year, or, you know, they said they were going to cut back and then they were going to cut back after 2025. I was really hoping that that's what they meant, but I guess not. So yeah, I think you guys, we are going to be kind of in for it just a tad bit, and in for the long haul, and have to put in just a little bit more footwork to get some sneakers, because yeah, this kind of shows me that, you know, that trend really started, you know, now, and I really hate that for us. Now, again, I hope that maybe this is just, you know, coincidence and everything, and you know, I feel like Nike probably still is mass producing, but they're like, all right, we're just going to sell more to the retail stores too. So they probably are still, they are making less probably, but they are actually probably selling more to retail stores. So that tells me that potentially, again, everything could change. They could bring it back to where every sneaker has hundreds of thousands of pairs, but I just don't see that happening right now, because again, everything's kind of sitting. So of course it makes sense for them to pull back a little bit, because if it's not selling, why make it? So I just think there are some sneakers that they really should think about mass producing, because again, the Black Cement 3s, I don't care how many pairs you make of that, it's going to be a day one sellout. So again, let me know if you guys have noticed this trend as well. But I think that, you know, I try to tell y'all that this was coming. I had folks tell me that Nike would never cut back and this and that. Well, it looks like they started. So we will see. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. And as always, guys, thank you guys for everything. Appreciate everything you guys have done for me, continue to do, and will do for me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for everything. And as always, got a ton of stuff coming for you guys, a ton of first looks. So look forward to that. And of course, hey, everybody, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Tell somebody you love them today, like I love you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.